I am Geoffrey in World of Tanks. We are a few days before Valentine's Day, and Wargaming released this brand new camo I have on this tank. It's a Tier 7 tank destroyer. It's a reward tank destroyer you get for completing a series of missions. So here's that fancy camo, and it perfectly illustrates that Wargaming does not believe in reality or in realism. Tank with tattoos all over. So at first when you download this game, you see these tanks that look pretty realistic looking, and that's about where realism ends. And so as I said before, TDs were invented, I think, by the Germans. They're invented by the Germans during the Eastern Front campaign, practically, or heading towards the Eastern Front campaign, since their tanks were relatively light, and so they could lightly armored with light guns, and so they could take out enemy tanks from the distance once they had been disabled with tank destroyers. So of course they were meant to operate out in the open. Some of the other countries, the Americans and a few other countries, tried to create some TDs in a different kind of situation. In any case, so the TDs were useful mainly to the Germans until the end of the Second World War, even until the end of the campaign in Russia. Hoping I don't get shot from here. Will I get shot? No. Oh, I got shot just as I was pulling out. Okay, what can you do? Okay, you can get shot sometimes from tanks out there in the middle. You know, they'll see even they got spotted me. Spot again. Someone sees me. I think I'm being spotted from the side again. You know, somehow some tank in the side is spotting me. Okay, so let's keep moving. It is annoying that in this heavy tank I lost some HP to a light tank. Okay, so I'm bottom tier. This tank still has armor, so it can do something. This guy has no vision. That already tells you something about the kind of, you know, strangeness of people who play this game. You know, I'm sure they've watched some videos to get to tier 7, sorry, whatever it is. I mean, you must have played a few battles. How can you not have vision on your tank? Who's going to, you know, if you're going to snipe like that, who's going to spot for you in a city environment? Spotted. Take a shot anyway. Ah! Lost 2/3 of my HP already. So much for the armor of this tank. It's supposed to have good armor, but not in this kind of matchmaking. So, just 3 TD games for today. Nothing fancy. This one is a tier 7. It's about as high as you can go with a TD, in my opinion, unless you play like I'm playing now with... That was a lucky pixel shot. Unless you play it like I'm playing now with sort of breakthrough assault gun or something. Damn, I don't know where that shot go. It didn't even bounce. Hit the dirt, hit the rubble or something. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, don't have the gun depression. I hope my team protects my rear, because there's not a whole lot I can do if people come behind me. There's one heavy tank which is sniping from behind some rubble there. Don't know. Okay, now I'm dead. Now I'm finished. Probably. I have no support. No support from behind. The fate of a tank destroyer. In World of Tanks, I must say, not in reality. In reality, it would be thousands, whatever, kilometers away from. Okay.
I'm a Ghana major. Leave me. I'm not a complete man anymore.
Kilometers away from the enemy tanks. That's why there's no point in playing a tank destroyer about tier 7. Or even about tier 6. Because you have no vision and most of the maps are so small. And they're made for heavy tank fighting. Because most people play at high tiers, and of course they play heavy tanks. And of course the heavier the better. Okay, that's how a lot of people think. So yeah, that's what we get. So that was the first battle, and we'll move on to the next one. So well, for the next two battles, I'll show you tier 4, tier 5 gameplay, which has become quite crazy. Okay, this game is over. I don't think there's any point of watching this much longer, other than to say that free Sixth Sense have made people to move onto the higher tiers very fast without researching Sixth Sense. And so from basically up to tier 5 or so, certainly up to tier 4, the games are, you know, total nonsense, like total muppetry. So next game looks going to be the Marder38t, which I started playing after we had free Sixth Sense. Now everyone has free Sixth Sense, even tier 1, so it doesn't matter. So I decided to play it because, you know, I like to play TDs, and, you know, I used to like it when I was a new player, relatively new, when in my first like 15,000 games. But after that I stopped playing it and moved more to tier 5 and tier 6 and so on. Nonetheless, now everyone has free Sixth Sense, so I sometimes play it, since it's a fair game for everyone. Everyone has Sixth Sense now, except that people just don't care around tier 4, at least tier 4, probably tier 5. Only people start getting serious when they get to about tier 7, because they want to play with heavy tanks, and so there are no more TDs, and so they quickly skip through the early tiers to get through a situation where they have to deal with TDs. And then they fight the city games, city battlefield, whatever, city battles. So I moved here to sport because I'm bottom tier, yeah. It's only +1 matchmaking, but nonetheless I'm bottom tier. Okay, no chance of hitting that snapshot. But this one is a different issue. Gegner getroffen. Sie sind da. Okay, he survived, but we lost our tank. I lost our light tank. The only guy who... Oh no, there's another guy who's spotting. That's very nice. Nice to have people spotting, you know, doing the proper thing in a light tank. He's in a very good position, that Covenant. I don't know how he got there alive. Oh, he's going to be spotted now. Yeah, got spotted. Damn it. Got spotted by this stupid guy here who just spotted him by accident. He's just sitting there. He's just spotting him by accident. That's a shame. So, and there are a lot of things, not just the fancy cover. I don't necessarily mind it, you know, when the game is so arcadish, you know, having some silly camo is fine. But there are other things that are much more annoying than the silly camo on the tanks, you know. I mean, there's a tank sitting 100 meters away from you in an open road or whatever. If you don't have, you know, if you have 50% crew, you cannot see it. You know, things like that, you know. There's so many things, so many gimmicky things, you know, all this weird. Now we have some, like, 1970s tanks coming into the game. Already we have some 1970s tanks, you know. I don't care for 1970s tanks, you know, I want to play a World War II game. You know, I mean, who cares about 1970 tanks? Who wants to play them? But I guess in this arcadish game of shooting around buildings and corners, you know, who cares about realism, you know, today? Realism is not important. Whenever I raise a question, you know, how is Sixth Sense realistic? You're sitting there, suddenly it goes beep, and there's a lamp going up at light, and why could, you know, your Sixth Sense is something you have in your head. It's not a light bulb lighting up. Maybe take Sixth Sense out completely from the game, and, you know, oh, well, it's in the game. Yeah, but it's unrealistic. Oh, what does it matter? It's a game. You know. Realism is not important. You shouldn't make realistic decisions about things. And that's why my channel is unpopular, I'm pretty sure. You know, I mean, why is it popular? Relatively popular when it comes to, you know, the World of Tanks, the Total War community, at least the modding community. Why is it popular in that area? Why are my historical videos popular? Even though I'm using like gaming graphics to make the historical videos. Why are they popular? But when I'm playing this game, you know, nobody wants to watch me. You're too realistic. This is an arcadish game. You want TDs that play as TDs in reality. That's unrealistic. Okay, now this AMX is going to make a move down this side, I think. He wants to proxy spot us. So I want to take him out. Hit him twice, so he's going to think twice. Hit him twice, he's going to think twice about advancing down down the you know, the road side to spot us all. So this is a tough game. We are losing 5-8, 5-9. My team isn't doing really great. It seems like some of them barely take a shot and then they die. The two tanks that were spotting are dead. The A20 has gone to spot is in a very interesting position. I like the A20 play. And we have the M10 RBFM at the back holding back those guys trying to sneak in and kind of trying to protect this kind of middle area. Nobody has vision from the enemy team. Not very good vision. Oh, I got spotted just as I was saying that. Don't know who spotted me. It must have been the enemy light, the LC BIS. Now I have to be careful. He's scared of me because I shot him twice earlier, so he knows that I mean business. There, we lost another tank. 6 V10. Now being out here, you know, I had to dash out here because otherwise I get blasted away. But being out here is a very bad position for tank destroyer. Fortunately, this one has a very movable gun, so the gun transverses really a lot. Okay, he's taken out. Okay, oh yeah. I have to be careful about. Okay, he shot me. I have to be careful about this guy. Now I can shoot back here. Fortunately, doesn't have the big gun. I think he has a little gun, so that's good. Now I could try and take him out. Oh, I'll be shot from every side. You know, I was thinking of maybe rushing him. I'll be shot from every side. Okay, stuck here. What I'm thinking of doing is, it's possible he has retreated at this point. He was running away. He didn't like. He thought I was going to rush him. So at this point, I'm thinking maybe very carefully try and sneak away back into the bushes. I have very good concealment, so from a distance I won't be spotted. Said that before. Okay, and I got spotted. All right, managed to survive this one. So I think the M10 RBFM is keeping that other side under control. So I'm thinking they must have some tanks advancing down the road on this side. What can I do to spot them? And probably 820 is thinking the same thing. Da-dum, da-dum. Tense music. The tension is mounting. They must have those two tanks have been lighted, possibly more, coming sneakily down this way. Okay, can we take that guy out? I have good guard depression. This tank has great guard depression, but not good guard elevation. He has good spotting ability, he has good concealment. Okay, finally he has spotted something. Okay. Damn it. about. Check it out. Wir haben sie. That's where he is. Oh, the A20's been shot. Hopefully he'll stay in the low ground until he goes dark. Seems to know what he's doing, to be honest. I think he's playing really well for a light tank. Quite happy to have him on our team. Ah, it'd be so nice if we could have a choice who to have on our team. Now I think he was spotted there by the LC BIS, possibly, or a tank destroyer. Okay. 2 tank destroyers. Even. God. Target rich environment. My reticle jumps from one to the next. Where is he? Yeah. I lost the other one. I should have shot the other one. No, both of them disappeared. He's running away. Oh dear, so we've equalized from 5-9 or 6-10. We're now... Ooh, was I get spotted? No, I wasn't spotted. There you go. So they don't have... He doesn't have camo even. He doesn't have camo, he doesn't have vision. And he goes through the open. Realism is not important. The important thing is to have fun and be shot. This game is about all about having fun and being shot. Deny realism. I shouldn't be auto-locking, auto-aim. Okay, let's take it out. So, we turn it around. 14-12. That was a close game. And that's why I decided to record it. It was really close, and it was rags to riches, you know, from 6-10, 5-9, 6-10 to 14-12. I was, and having to go into the dip here. Then I was spotted. I mean, that was a game-saving move. Okay, so I got a platoon at the last moment, so we can have brothers of arms with the M10 RBFM. Shame the A20 died. He did a good job, so did the M10 RBFM. Victory, that was amazing. So over 2,000 damage to what? 2,000 something. I can't read it. The letters are too small when I'm recording the video. And lots of missions completed. Mastery badge, first class, fire effect, high caliber, Confederate, of course, and brothers in arms. So I told this guy if he wanted to platoon, for some reason he didn't. I lost a ton of credits because, you know, I was firing. You know, I had to, you know, the two of us shot over 2,000, I think 2,000, cost 2,000 HP damage each. The M10 RBFM and myself. Okay, he doesn't want platoon. Fine. And also in the enemy team, just one tank did like half the team's damage or something. Half the enemy team did no damage. Or, you know, 6 damage or something. Where are the results? Hang on a minute. So, okay, we did more than 2,000 damage, or about 2,000 damage each. Okay, fine, whatever. I had 4, 5, 6, 7, well, lots of zeros. Lots of zeros and some very low values, 100 something. So half of our team did next to nothing. Yeah, it's all about playing the game. It's not about realism. It's about playing the game. Having fun. Not shooting your gun. Okay, so where are the results? Come on, let's get moving. So I think I kind of ran out of, or nearly ran out of ammunition because I was shooting so much. And this is another game where I nearly ran out of ammunition. Just had enough to finish it. So it's going to be another game of the same kind. You see at the front there was an AMX 40. You saw it for a second. Without camo, with the with a stock turret and stock gun. Here's a nice view of the storm. We're fighting in America in a Sturmgeschütz, in a StuG. Here's the MX-40 at the front, no camo, stock turret, and stock gun, of course. Right. He's here just for the fun. He's not for the realism. So I'm cleaning up this area so in case they advance I have view from further back, you know, depending on what happens in the battle. And then I throw down some trees around here and create a nest. A bush fort or whatever, tree fort. But this game is so predictable. It's really about the positions. You know, you just have a set of maps and there's some set positions. And it's really about the positions, being in the right position, in the right time, you know, in the right tier, whatever. And that's why they're fiddling around with the map so much. Okay, first time I missed, second time I got it. Tracking them is really key. Tracking the enemy tanks is really key. I mean, it's very hard to shoot from a distance if an enemy tank is not tracked. And the job of a tank destroyer historically was to shoot at disabled tanks that lighter tanks could not take out. So, you know, if a KV-1 or KV-2 was shot, you know, the German tanks did not have guns that could penetrate it, but they could disable it. And then they could bring a tank destroyer or an anti-tank gun or something to take it out. That was the idea. A little bit of blunt shooting. No targets, so the enemy team can't be all that good because they're all hiding. Very few have gone to the town. Well, our team is kind of doing the same, really. But I would say our team has been slightly more aggressive, you know, when, you know, the Panzer III G and the M4A1 went north, but the enemy team has not made a similar move or a counter move. Now we're advancing on the left, fingers crossed. I don't know how that's going to go. Since they haven't advanced, they're all camping. Ah, they had advanced. That's pretty good. Very good move. They were spotting, but nobody is shooting from the enemy team. Or maybe they're shooting the Panzer III G. I cannot see. It's outside render range. The Panzer III G is taking him out. It's taking out in turn. That's all right. It's done. It's done your job. The M4A1 cannot shoot from that distance, so I don't know what we could do now on the northern side. We're a little bit stuck there. Let's see what we can do in the southern side then. So it looks like we're losing the city, so I'm preparing a kind of spotting position here, because I cannot spot from where I was. Okay, someone there, someone there, someone there. Escaped, someone there. Oh yeah, bounced. KV-220, of course, it bounced. Where am I shooting? Where am I hitting? I keep hitting the same spot. Can we hit something that's... Okay, the side. I need to hit the side of the turret. Ah, found it. We both need to immobilize him as well as hit the turret. So that's what I was trying to do, but it's not as simple as it sounds. Because he was holed out. Okay, the battle is even. Let's see how it goes. The MX-40 is sniping. I don't think its gun will fire beyond 400 meters, so, but maybe it can, I don't know. But it can't pin anything anyway, so I don't know what the point is. You know, the MX-40, I mean, the only chance is so slow, but the only chance is, you know, you go very sneakily to some position somewhere nobody can spot you, and you just stay there because you have no mobility and pray that you don't get spotted. Okay. Alright. Okay. So that's suicide for enemy tanks to go through the open air. If there are tank destroyers up here, and if the tank destroyers are stealthy. But of course that's only possible after tier 5. So after that you get spotted in a tank destroyer. You know, heavy tanks have enough vision to spot you. Okay, I shouldn't have auto-locked here. Darn it. Oh, I was shot by chance. Green. Okay, the Matilda's been taken out. Did the best you could. I don't think you should be shooting unless you could track him. I mean, tracking him would have been good. 10-7, so we are winning. And the enemy team is suiciding a lot, especially on this side. I wonder where the rest of their team is. So they have another... Wow. 12-8. Does they have another 3 tanks? And it's the Wolverine, the M10. So there's gotta be this. Where's the Wolverine? The Wolverine's been spotted there in the distance. There's the M4 Improved has been spotted in the city. The M10 RBFM has not been spotted. I reckon. Oh, there he is. Okay. He surprised one of our guys, took him out. 12-9. Still a close fight, considering the level of play at these lower tiers nowadays. And there, you will see evidence of that even here, tier 5. I mean, we already see evidence. The MX-40 is going through the open. Now, his friend was taken out. What is he going to do? He's probably spotted there. And if the Wolverine is up there on the hill, on the side, on the north, he's spotted, yeah. No realism, no brains. This is how this game goes. With 6th sense, everything is possible. You know, I mean, I really wish... What's the point of having 1970s tanks? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if 1970s have 2000 tanks, whatever, 2020 tanks or whatever. You know, if it's going to be a tank, like, you know, I think it's going to be a tank game, or to be a World War II tank game, in my view. Or a modern warfare game. I mean, either. What is it, an Israeli warfare? Or what is this? It has to be one or the other. These are the popular views, I think. Sure, there are a lot of people who just want to play a game. But you could have tier 10 9045 in principle. So we can have tank destroyers at all tiers. We can have light tanks at all tiers. We don't just play with main battle tanks, you know, a main battle tank game. And now people are being rushed to play just high tiers as main, you know, with like heavy tanks or main battle tanks or something. Anyway, so one of our guys got shot. Nonetheless, they go forward. I'm here to spot, but these 2 guys just want to get the kills. Now, the enemy M4 was hiding in that bush and had spotted them, and they didn't know where he was. They're just going through the relative open. And then he waited until they had passed him by, and now he's attacked them in the rear, killed one of them. Now, don't know. I mean, the Su-85 could have turned around, but he didn't do that. Oh, how was that shot here? Come on. That was definitely a lucky pixel shot. So annoying. So I am expecting the Wolverine anytime now. And there he is, missed, and I killed him. Playing the Turtles Tank Destroyer at close range is just hair-raising. So, three Tank Destroyer battles, 3 Tank Destroyer games. These are the results from the last game. Did alright, enough experience to get over 2,000. They were in fact back-to-back games, funnily enough. It was on the Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon. I think it's very easy to do well on Saturday afternoon somehow. I think a lot of kids are playing or something like that. And so to some extent, you know, the enemy team is excused. But why, you know, I'm pretty sure they play at all tiers. Don't just play at tier 4. Anyway, so Master, Gunner, Ace, Dunker, whatever. That was my Valentine's Day special. Thank you for watching.